Hey guys, my name is Lexie Smith. I'm a three-time founder, CEO, seasoned publicist and marketer, and your host of the Pitchin and Sippin podcast. This show will give you a front row seat to conversations with top-tier journalists, leading PR pros and marketers, and inspiring brands and entrepreneurs on the rise. I deeply believe that knowledge is power and that learning can actually be fun. So for those who need to craft pitches regularly, whether to reach an audience, land a client, earn media coverage, bylines, and beyond, listen up, take a sip, and get ready for a goldmine of invaluable tips. Hello. It's been a minute since I have recorded a minisode, and my producer / our schedule reminded me that I need to do so. So I sat down, I'm like, okay, Lexi, you have to do this. You got to check this off the bucket list, not the bucket list, the to-do list. What can you talk about that people want to actually hear that is relevant? And what my brain went to was the fact that my agency is so freaking busy right now and my coaching practice. The only thing I can talk about is what's working. What is working right now? What is working for my coaching clients? What is working on our agency side? What are 5 things that is causing success, so to say? So some of these are connected, some of these are random, but I'm going to give you 5. And maybe it'll inspire a new tactic or an idea or two. Okay, first up, I recently onboarded a hospitality client, and I was really excited to do so for more than one reason. First, it taps into my roots. Secondly, it's wine. Third, it allowed me the perfect moment to finally join Pitchcraft. Now, if you're a longtime listener, I had Kelsey on this show, who is one of the co-founders of Pitchcraft a season or two ago. And at the time of that recording, it wasn't really relevant for me to join her platform because all of my clients weren't related to lifestyle or hospitality. Pitchcraft, we've been in there for about a month, has been absolutely insanely valuable. So if you are someone who is lifestyle or hospitality adjacent, so food and beverage, consumer goods, hospitality, client, hotels, anything of that nature, like stop what you're doing and go. The platform that Kelsey has curated not only is full of phenomenal publicists, but you're getting such direct access to information and journalists that are game changing. She posts insider scoops and source requests. She hosts live office hours, which I equate to like a mini desk side with top tier editors. It has been incredible. The only downside about it all is that I need to find more time to go in and really tap all of it. So she did not ask me to do this. This is very genuine. Pitchcraft is one thing that is working well, and I'm very glad that I am investing in. Introducing the next big thing you should be sipping on, Sun Moon Rising, the world's first astrology-inspired wine brand. Proudly female-founded, low-intervention, and certified sustainable, Sun Moon Rising is on a mission to redefine the way you engage with wine, delivering a cosmic connection in every glass. They are offering all Pitchin and Sippin listeners 10% off their first purchase. Simply use promo code PITCHIN10, that's PITCHIN10, all caps, at checkout online at sunmoonrisingwine.com. We will put that in the show notes. Cheers. The second thing is for TV, post pitching. Just had a client on a segment yesterday in New York, came through the host. So sometimes it can feel like we want to go straight to the producer. Both in the past and literally in the past couple weeks, my coaching clients and my agency has had a lot of success pitching the host. The host then goes and pitches the producer, but it's been a great path in. And I will say mind you, I'm recording this only about 24 hours after the segment. We're seeing sales, we're seeing traffic, we're seeing all the metrics we want from that segment, proving at least for this client, TV is a great channel. So we're going to double down. Third, okay, so those are 2, right? Pitchcraft and host pitching. 3, founder outreach for influencer marketing. Stay with me here. This is actually for agency. So another client, we decided to do an influencer marketing campaign, and we're really focusing on Instagram. It makes sense for this client. That's where they're at. And at first, we did a little bit of pitching as an agency, and we were being met with a lot of influencer fees, which I completely understand. And especially creators where that's their job, they deserve to be paid. The reality of the client in this case, however, she doesn't have, or they don't have, a large influencer budget. Okay. So we decided to change our approach a little bit and come to the influencers, come to the creators really authentically from her as the founder. Now, this is an agency client. So one could think right here, so isn't that making your founder do a lot of work? What we're doing is we're drafting the pitches for her. Okay. So of course she reads them. Of course we know her tone of voice. It's still coming from her, but we're taking off the workload. So we're going, here's the email, here's the pitch, press send. And the response rate that we have been getting has been freaking phenomenal. We haven't spent a dollar. We plan to, so we absolutely plan to invest back into these influencers once the sales are there. But the founder outreach has proved really phenomenal for this account. So that's something to consider. Number 4 is for podcasts. We have another client that is really, really interested in podcasts. And I'm going to be fully honest, I'm having a little bit of deliverability issues with my email right now. It's something to do with my domain. I'm on it. I'm figuring it out. Hopefully, by the time this airs, it is a non-issue. But this led us to start doing some follow-ups to hosts and producers and booking agents via LinkedIn. And again, boom, wins. Okay. So rather than just sticking to the email inbox follow-ups, which we still do, and honestly, I do advise is still best practice, we've been going to LinkedIn, honestly, with the question of if our email has even been making it through. And it's really accelerated the response rate. So that's been cool. I don't know if I'd advise this across the board, but just something to keep in mind in changing the way you're doing follow-ups, or if you're not getting an email response, thinking about other platforms you can follow up on. Is it Twitter, or I guess X? Is it, you know, LinkedIn? Is there, what's another, Instagram? Be careful with that. And definitely if in their bio it says no DMs, don't DM. But again, of the 5 things working right now, that is one of them. And the 5th one is related to the platform Quoted. Again, I've had the Quoted team on this show. If you are unfamiliar with the platform, go and listen to that episode. It is a really great tool. A couple disclaimers: I do pay for Quoted Premium. I think that's worth noting. Okay. And again, I have a small but mighty agency. It's a platform we look at daily. We are having a lot of success when we're in the first 3 responses. So we're starting to pull back. If we've seen a given query already has 15 or 17 people who've already pitched it, that is something we can see because we have a premium account. We don't really waste our or our clients' time. However, if we see a really fitting query and the stars align that enable us to get that pitch in first or second or third, then we're seeing a really phenomenal response rate, which I've talked about on this show. We had Peter Shankman on, who was the former, or not the former, the founder of the original Haro. He now has SOS. He really emphasized the need of speed, and that is proving very, very true as of late. A couple of our recent wins have been because we were the first to respond. Okay, so let me recap one more time. What are 5 things that are working for us right now? Pitchcraft, great platform, highly suggest, check it out. Host pitching for TV has been working well for us. Founder-led outreach for influencer marketing. Again, make sure you aren't making, like, you have to still take on the work there if you're in an agency relationship, but coming from the founder has proved really, really helpful. LinkedIn follow-ups with hosts and producers for podcasts, and Quoted when we are the first 3 to respond. Okay, so very niche things, but as our industry continues to change and evolve, I sometimes joke slash cry about the fact that we're really in a wild, wild west area where best practices are being flipped upside down. Something that worked even a year ago doesn't always necessarily work today. So I hope that you took something from today. There's something cool, not cool. If there's something unique or different that has been working for you, I'd love to hear it. You can also pitch me if you want to come on the show and share it with a more broad audience. Otherwise, slide into my DMs. Honestly, these days I'm mostly on LinkedIn. Go find me there. I still have my Instagram, but LinkedIn is where I'm hanging out right now. So thank you guys for tuning in. And until next time on the Pitchin and Sippin podcast. Cheers. Hey guys, if you are enjoying the Pitchin and Sippin podcast, please do me a huge favor and leave a review wherever you are listening. If you want to connect with me to learn more about the THEPRBAR Inc., you can do so on Instagram at THEPRBAR_Inc., or you can check out my website at THEPRBARInc.com. Cheers!